Good morning. Yarn manufacturing process. In the yarn manufacturing process, we know the process sequence. After ginning, blowroom, carding, draw frame, comber, simplex, spinning is the process sequence for manufacturing combed yarn. So the comber is a essential and optional process for preparing combed yarn. If you want more quality of yarn when compared to corded yarn, we can go for combing process. So here combing process, we remove the short fibers present in the material. So by this way, the quality of the material get improved. So that only we are using combing process for producing good quality of yarn. In the combing process, we have to use preparatory machines. What are preparatory machines? The preparatory machines to comber are slaver lab machine, ribbon lab machine or super lab machine. The feed material for comber is a maybe a ribbon lab or super lab. So in order to produce that lab, we are using preparatory machines. Here we can use two methods. By using conventional method, we can use slaver lab and ribbon lab. If you want advanced method means we can use super lab former. Here in this slaver lab machine, these are the preparatory machines. Conventional method we can use slaver lab or ribbon lab, both combined together. So otherwise such modern method is using super lab machine. The flow process, so it's a conventional method. After carding machine, after carding, the slaver is fed into the slaver lab. We produce slaver lab. Then the slaver lab is fed into ribbon lab. From the ribbon lab is fed into the comber machine for producing combed slaver, and it is possible to draw frame. This is a conventional method of producing combed yarn. So here we use two methods. One is slaver lab, second one is ribbon lab machine. These two machines are responsible for producing feed material for comber. So it is a tedious process. We have more number of workers and space is required for producing comber feed material. In the modern method, after carding machine, we can use pre-comb draw frames. Here, for super lab machine, the feed material is draw frame slaver. We can use card slaver also, but the quality of card slaver is when compared to draw frame slaver is less. So we use draw frame slaver as a feed material for super lab former. From the super lab, we produce super lab. That super lab is the feed material for comber. This is a second method. Here, instead of using slaver lab and ribbon lab, we can use only one machine, that is super lab former. So the feed material for comber is, we can use ribbon lab as a feed material or super lab as a feed material. Remaining processor all are same. After combing, the material is going to draw frame, then simplex, then spinning for producing the spun yarn. So what is slaver lab? This diagram explains the passage of material through slaver lab machine. Here the slavers, around 24 to 36 slavers, corded slavers are fed here. They are combined together. The doubling is takes place here. The slaver lab machine, otherwise called as slaver doubling machine. The 24 to 36 slavers are doubled here. There is a drafting unit. Here we apply draft. Then it passes through the calendar compressing roller. Then we produce the slaver lab. Here the cord slavers, 24 to 36 cord slavers are used as a feed material. These 24 slavers are combined together, drafted together, and it converted into web. Then we wound on a suitwood package, that is a slaver lab. The lab is looking like our blowroom lab. The width of the lab is very small when compared to blowroom lab. This end product, this output material of the slaver lab machine is the feed material for ribbon lab machine. This is a ribbon lab machine diagram. Here we can use 6 slaver lab as a feed material here. The 6 slaver lab are combined together. Here also we apply draft. What is drafting? The feed material thickness is reduced and the length is increased. The stretching forces takes place. This is called as draft. So the 6 slaver labs are doubled together and drafted to form a web. The web is wound on a suitable package, that is called a ribbon lab. The slaver lab and ribbon lab both are looking same. This ribbon lab is a feed material for comber. So the corded slaver is fed into the slaver lab machine. The 24 to 36 slavers are doubled together and the draft is applied to form a slaver lab. The slaver lab is the feed material for ribbon lab. 6 slaver labs are combined together, doubled together and draft is applied to produce the ribbon lab here. This ribbon lab may be the feed material for comber. Instead of using these two machines, in order to reduce the time and in order to get more production, instead of using slaver lab and ribbon lab, we can use only one machine, that is called super lab machine. This is a super lab machine. Here 3 zones of draw frame slavers are fed here. So individually the draw frame slavers are fed 3 zones, 3 group of draw frame slavers are fed here. The individual groups are drafted here. Then all the individual groups are doubled here. Then there is a calendar roller which contains the material. Then it forms the super lab. So when compared to slaver lab and ribbon lab, the process is very simple. Here we can use draw frame slaver as a feed material. Here 3 group of draw frame slavers are used here. So 3 groups of draw frame slavers are drafted individually. Then the drafted material, the web material, web-like material is combined together and there is a calendar roller which contains the material, then wound on a suitable package. This is called super lab. So by this way we can produce super lab, or by using slaver lab and ribbon lab we produce ribbon lab. The ribbon lab or super lab is the feed material for comber. So this may be the feed material for comber. To remove these short fibers present in the feed material, the object of comber, the main object of comber is to removal of short fibers, because these short fibers creates more problems in spun yarn manufacturing. The capability of gown production or the quality of yarn is depends upon the amount of short fibers present in the material. The short fibers definitely creates a lot of problems in spinning machines and also in drafting. These short fibers are creating drafting waves which produce thick and thin places. So automatically the final yarn quality is getting inferior because of the short fibers. So the combing machine, the comber, is used to remove the short fibers present in the feed material. The second object of comber is to remove of nibs and dirty material present in the feed material. So in blowroom and carding we are doing the cleaning operation, and also somewhat cleaning is required. That cleaning takes place in combing machine. The straightening of the fibers, here also the fibers are getting straightened. The long fibers are straightened together towards the fiber axis in order to improve the uniformity. These are the 3 objects of combing process. So for achieving the objects of comber, the feed material as ribbon lab or super lab is required. That is called lab preparation. The process of preparing combing process by making flat labs combining multiple threads of corded slaver. This is called slaver lab. It is the important steps which influence the quality of combed slaver. The usage of slaver lab and a ribbon lab, or instead of these two we can use super lab. influence the quality of combed sliver. So what is combing? The removal of short fibers is the main object of combing. This is a comber machine. This is a feed material which is passed through feed roller. There is a combing cylinder which consists of combing cylinder off flap segment arrangement, and there is a nipper and top comb is also available. There is a detaching roller, then drafting unit, then cantering unit. The final output of the combing machine is combed sliver. Here the feed material superlap or ribbon lap feed here, which is passed through the feed roller. Here the combing cylinder which consists of offside plain segment, the remaining offside needle segment. The needles present in the combed cylinder which remove the short fibers present in the feed material, and also the nipper and top comb action, the short fibers are removed completely from the feed material, and also detaching roller which is used to create the continuous length of sliver. Then the drafting is applied here, so the material draft is drafted here. Then there is a canter roller. After cantering the material, the sliver is created or formed, which is deposited in a suitable can. So from the ribbon lap or super lap, we produce the combed sliver. This combed sliver may be used in next draft number 2 for preparing draft frame sliver, then simplex, then spinning. By this way, we can produce the combed sliver. Next topic, unit 4, modern spinning system. What are modern spinning? The process sequence of blowroom, carding, drawing, comber, drawing, simplex, spinning. This is a old conventional method of yarn production. The modern spinning system which reduces the number of processes, so it is called as modern spinning system. What are modern spinning system? The rotor spinning, friction spinning, adjet spinning, bobtail spinning. These are all the few examples of modern spinning systems. What are the advantages of modern spinning system? Lower power consumption per unit quantity of yarn produced. The power consumption, a very big problem in normal spinning mill. The power consumption of power every day is a very big problem. So the power consumption per unit is reduced while using modern spinning machines, and higher speed of twist insertion resulting high delivery. So high speed is possible and high twisting is possible. By this way we can get more delivery. Increased productivity, the input output ratio is also increased. So package size is also larger, large package size is possible, and elimination of few processes. In modern spinning technology or modern spinning machine, the feed material is sliver. Normally, the draw frame sliver is preferred for feeding the as a feed material, and compared to carded sliver, the quality of draw frame sliver is more. So draw frame sliver is used as a feed material for modern spinning machine. From draw frame sliver, we can directly produce the yarn without using roving or spinning or cone winding machine. So the output material may be a large size package. So the cone winding also eliminated, and the ring spinning for production of yarn from roving is also eliminated, and simplex for producing a roving, which is not necessary for producing yarn through modern spinning systems. These are all the main advantages of modern spinning systems. So the first modern spinning system is working under the principle of open-end spinning principle. What is open-end? Here the fiber is supplied through a channel or groove which is deposited in a rotating drum. The supplied fibers are rotated together to form a layer on its surface. While inserting a seed yarn through this line, we can get the continuous length of yarn by open-end spinning principle. It's nothing but it's like a rope manufacturing technology. The same concept is applied here. The loose fibers are to stay together. By feeding a seed yarn, we can get the continuous strand of material, that is OE spinning process. This is the principle of OE or open end spinning machine. Rotor spinning machine. The rotor spinning machine is the mostly used advanced spinning machine. So normally the waste cottons are used by rotor spinning machine. Here the slaver is the feed material. There is a feed roller and a feed plate arrangement is here. There is a opening roller which removes the trash. The transport channel is here. This is called rotor. So it is a rotor spinning machine. Then it is a doffing tube. Then the yarn is wound on a suitable package, like a cheese like packages are used here. How the rotor spinning is working? So here we feed the draw frame slaver, high quality draw frame slaver. The feed roller feed the draw frame slaver. The feed plate guide the draw frame slaver towards the direction of opening roller. The surface of the opening roller, the construction of opening roller looking like a liquor in carding machine. The same arrangement also applied here. In carding machine also we use feed plate, feed roller and liquoring arrangement. Here we use feed plate, feed roller and opening roller arrangement. The rotation of the opening roller and sawtooth present in the surface of the opening roller removes the unwanted dust and dirt present in the material. The opened fibers are transported through transport channel and it reaches the grooves of the rotor. This is a rotor, this is groove. The rotor is rotating around 1 lakh rpm. The high rotational speed of the rotor will create a force. So the force is converted as a twist in the fiber. The fibers are twisted together, rotated together. If you insert a seed yarn through the orifice, we can get the continuous length of yarn because of the rotation of the rotor. This rope manufacturing technology is used here. By feeding a seed yarn, the continuous strand of yarn is possible by using the high-speed rotor machine. The high-speed rotation of the rotor rotates the fibers and form a layer. When inserting a seed yarn, the layer is converted into yarn, so the continuous yarn is produced here. So by this way, the rotor spinning converts slaver into yarn, and the delivery package may be a cheese package, so large size package which is suitable for next process. So what are the properties of rotor yarn? The structure is a biparate structure which consists of two distinct regions. The first one is a core, second one is a wrapping fibers. The central portion of the yarn is called as a core yarn, which is a twisted strand. The high speed of the rotor rotates the fiber and the twist is inserted. The core yarn has twist inside. The surface fibers or wrapper fibers are wrapped towards the axis of the yarn. The core exhibits twist structure more or less similar to the ring spun yarn. The sheath is characterized as a belts having varying intensity and direction of wrapping. So the core is responsible for strength of the rotor yarn. The wrapper fibers as a belt having varying intensity and depends upon the direction of wrapping. These are the properties of rotor yarn. So what are the drawbacks? Drawbacks of rotor spinning. The count limitation. So theoretically up to 40 count we can produce by using rotor spinning machine, but commercially 20 to 30 count is normally produced in rotor spinning machine. Then the strength of the rotor yarn is lesser than the strength of ring spun yarn. So in the ring spinning, the individual fibers are twisted together, make a strand, and also the maximum binding points will increase the strength of the material. Here the core fiber having twist and the surface fibers are wrapped together, so the strength of the opponent spunion, rotor spunion is less than the ring spunion. And the uniformity, when compared to ring spunion, the uniformity of the rotor spunion is more. The hairiness value also less when compared to ring spunion. These are all the some advantages and drawbacks of rotor spinning machine. So in this class we discussed about the Comber process. In Comber we have two preparatory machines. It may be a slaver lab machine, ribbon lab machine, or we can use super lab machine for producing the Comber feed material. The Comber feed material, the ribbon lab or slaver, super lab is used as a feed material, and which is converted into Comber slaver. Then Comber slaver is put in the draw frame machine, then simplex, then spinning for producing the combed yarn. The next topic is modern spinning system. Modern spinning, which is entirely different from the conventional spinning method. In conventional spinning, we are using blow room, carding, drawing, simplex, spinning, comber, etc. processes. Here, modern spinning system like rotor spinning, friction spinning, air jet spinning, vortex spinning, we use the slaver, draw frame slaver as a feed material. So the number of processes are reduced, the time consumption of producing the material also reduced, the floor space for fixing the simplex or ring frame are also reduced, and the labor requirement are also reduced by using modern spinning machines, which improve the productivity also. So while using modern spinning machine, the cost saving or the cost of yarn manufacturing is reduced because of by reducing or removing more processes, and high speed productivity is also possible by using modern spinning machines. In rotor spinning, we discussed about the rotor spinning. Here the rotor, the draw frame slaver is the feed material which is opened thoroughly. Then there is a transport channel which transport the fibers to the high speed rotor. The rotor is rotated at 1 lakh rpm. This high speed will create a twist, and the acetylene is inserted inside the rotor, which gives the continuous length of yarn as a delivery material. The delivery material is wound on a suitable package for next processes. So by using the rotor spinning machine, we can produce the yarn from slaver itself. So we can remove simplex, spinning and cone winding processes for producing a large size package. Thank you.